Okay, so welcome to the Manny Draws channel. I'm Manny, I draw, and here is another update on the progress I've made last month. So, pretty good progress. Got a few pages inked, penciled a few pages, still working on the same projects, um, but let's go over what we got here. So here is a page for one book, working title called Remise. Did some lettering on the page, action shot sequence, big reveal, kaboom. Then we get another shot of this monster dude, and starts going crazy. Did this all with one of the Pigma marker pens, which are pretty neat. It's like a flexible tip. One of these guys, highly recommend. Gives you a little bit of line variation, so you can see that tip kind of worn down a little bit, but highly recommend one of these, or a packet of them. Definitely used a lot of dry brush, so like one of these Kiritake Bimoji pens are really good to use. Sometimes dip it in ink and then get some dry brush effects like you see here, on his arm and various other places. So pretty good tool to use. I don't really throw away my brushes. I can find a way to reuse them. Then we got some more some more monster time with these pages. Who welcome Gurk? Yeah, look at all those monsters. These random monsters sketched in, and then they're about to go to town. So, kind of covering the background with smoke a little bit. Kind of using that little shortcut instead of drawing all those pipes and stuff, because I'm trying to get this book done a lot faster. So we try and find some shortcuts here and there. Yeah, now we're on to another one. So Bullets and Blades is a story that Kevin and I are doing for an anthology that I'm putting together with some friends. Everyone's got a Western story that they're working on that's in that realm of a Western, and we're going with like a horror kind of thing. It's not super scary. It's just got mutated hillbilly people. So, but as we can see, we start off establishing that there's a samurai person coming into a grave, holding on to the sword, kind of collapses on the ground. I highly recommend looking at the Etherington brothers for how to draw stuff, and I've definitely taken some notes from them for backgrounds, along with a whole bunch of other things like robot hands and all that. So if you have trouble with something, just look it up in Pinterest, the Etherington brothers, and then whatever it is you're trying to understand. It's how to think when you draw. Very good blog that they've posted, and they're going to be putting another Kickstarter out soon for their books. But anyway, back to this. So another page, we got our character, and kind of interrupted with the shovel penetrating the ground. Looks over real quick, finds this person. She continues to shovel, starts talking to our main character here, as she's kind of getting annoyed. And I guess she's super patient, because I thought it would be fun to do this sort of panel setup where it's the same scene, but time is passing, and there's going to be word balloons in this that are, to her. So she's just talking the whole time as she's digging this hole. So there for a while, our character is very patient, trying to pay respects to her husband, and then gets someone to annoy her the whole time, and she stays. It's funny. Then we get interrupted by someone else here. It's kind of terrifying for our other character there. and that's when we get our big reveal that this is not just a normal Western, this is not just a normal world, lots of monsters, and they can talk. So they're here to collect payment of some kind, and it's just trying to talk him out of it, and then gets ratted out by one guy, asks for help, and then action is about to commence here in a little bit. But yeah, these are some pages that I have drawn up this month that are finished pages, fully inked. So those are ready to get scanned, which they are scanned. Now I gotta just letter this with the dialogue, add some halftones digitally, because I don't have enough money to buy a whole bunch of halftone screens in America, because they are insanely expensive. If you try and go on Amazon or something. So unless you know someone in Japan that can just buy the sheets of halftone screens or screen tones for you at a store for dirt cheap and then send them to you, like I've had that done before when a friend of mine went to Japan. They were kind enough to send me a care package of halftone screens, so super cool of them to do that. But yeah, we've got these pages. I'm going to be editing soon as well. Really just staying busy, trying to get these pages done before Heroes Con in June. So let's count this. So it was 4, 5, 6, 7 pages have been inked. And then we got some pencils. I did pencil these Western pages before I inked them, obviously. But it all happened last month, so it was pretty busy. And I will show you on my screen here. These are the thumbnails. As you can see, these are the more detailed thumbnails. As I scan them in, I start penciling digitally and kind of moving things around a little bit. You can see that they're a little different compared to the ink pages. But then we got some other stuff here for the next batch to happen, the next batch to ink up. And then we got the last page. I need to still figure out some things, but we're pretty close to being done. I just want to fix up the revolvers in some of the shots. I need to get some better reference and make it a believable gun rather than just a cartoony little thing. So gonna do that this month and try and get these pages done for the anthology so we can send it to the printer pretty early. And I'm going to be getting on everyone else on getting their pages done, so kind of managing that project a little bit. So yeah, on top of that, just been reading stuff, been buying books. Our latest haul here was a book that our buddy Ben Hill has recommended me to get, so I figured I'd buy this guy, read it. Found this thing, Spider King, looked awesome, so I figured why not buy it, because this cartoonist is pretty awesome. I love the way this is designed, very stylized, very fun. Lots of shape variation going on that can just easily represent the background. Like, look at that tree, these branches here, the colors, all this. Very cool. Very cool. I had to get that. Got some friends that have been working on this, Basic Instincts. So Sam Freeman is pretty great. He's been writing for this book for a little bit. For Sumerian, along with this fantastic artist, Vanessa Del Rey. Super good. The art is incredible. I don't know if I should show any of this stuff in here because it gets a little hot and heavy, if you know what I'm saying, but then we got Avengers Twilight, Chip Zdarsky, just going ham, egg, and cheese. Then we got the other artist, is it Daniel Acuna? yeah, just the art, fantastic, super good. My buddy's recommending that I get it just for the art itself. The story's supposed to be really good too. So, yep, picking that up. Or I did pick it up. Got some buddies that have worked on this, Rock and Roll Hell, who is Ben Roberts and Sam Robinson, or Rosenberg, excuse me, which, funny enough, their names are all the way in the back and not in the front. I don't even think the artist is in here, to be honest, and that is a shame that this publisher did not do that. Very not cool. Not a cool move. But, you know, they made some stuff, made some really cool stuff. Don't agree with how they represented the people that have made it, because you could have clearly printed it in the book right in the front to let us all know, instead of hiding it all the way in the back there. Barely. Like, who are you kidding? Anyway, there's my gripe for that. This, I don't even know. To concrete, I guess. I have no idea how to say it, but the art looked so good. Ayo Matsumoto, artist and cartoonist for this. Super interesting art, and I figured I'd pick it up. I had a friend of mine recommend it to me when I was at the shop, so thank you, my friend. Just knew that I was into weird stuff, so sent it to me, and I bought it with some money I had on me. This one I thought was interesting. History of Hardcore. Hunter Delaney, just making some interesting stuff. Very much a cartoonist. But yeah, it's supposed to be a fun time. So it's got like the history of hardcore metal, I guess, in this. But just very, very much a fun way to tell it, I guess. I don't really have no idea what this book is about, but it looked fun, so I picked it up. Anyway, there's that. Got some other books last week. Time is flying, holy smokes. And yeah, so making a lot of progress with this stuff. So, and on top of this, been writing a little bit in my little notebook. I have a whole bunch of little tabs in here about different stories, different projects that I'm working on, and doing some thumbnails. I feel like I showed this off last update, but showing it off again a little bit. So these are the next few pages for my book Reminisce that I'll be cleaning up in Clip Studio and inking them. So yeah, a whole bunch of progress made this month, and we'll continue, or last month I should say, and we'll continue